Hello guys, welcome again to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So guys, I'm going to talk about something different today. Like, I wanted to use this platform to say this thing. It's more of I would say, I won't call it advice, but it's more of a strategy out of what most of us here in Nigeria consider poverty. Now, today's video, the title, like you have already seen, is why 80% of Nigerians are poor. This channel is mostly about, in fact, is all about livestock, agriculture, pigs, goats, cattle. But I also want to use the platform to address this issue. The single reason why most Nigerians, or why 80% of Nigerians, it's not even about Nigeria, why 80% of the world population is poor is because of the fact that poor people consume more than what they produce. If you want to know the major characteristics of a poor person, ask him or her, or just check if he produces more or consumes more. Most poor people always consume more. That's the single reason why they are poor. And now, when I'm talking about poverty, I'm not talking about by salary, because you can be earning 1 million naira a month and still be poor. When I'm talking about poverty, I'm talking about assets. Your asset column. What do you have as your assets? There are many people who earn 1 million naira today in Nigeria, but if their salary, if they lose that job, their own is finished. Their own is finished. So those people are poor. They are poor because they haven't created a financial security in terms of building up an asset. Now, assuming I'm earning 1 million naira every month, and every month I squander that 1 million, I use it to pay rent, I use it to live a lavish life, and before the end of the month, that money is finished, and I'm now waiting for another 1 million to come. Then if that one comes, I squander it. What now happens if I lose that job? That means I'm going to get into poverty, automatic poverty, because I won't be able to pay the rent, I won't be able to feed as much as I was feeding, I won't even be able to drive the cars I used to drive. But assuming that you can be any millions and still be a poor person. Now, what do I mean by why did I say that? If you are earning millions and you are not investing a percentage of that money, you are poor. If all you do is when they pay you salary, you consume it, you are poor. Because the only way you can build up the only way you can build up wealth is by investing. Because no matter what, if you're earning 1 million naira every month, you're not a millionaire. That's it. You're not a millionaire, because you can never be wealthy by earning salary. Salary earners are not millionaires and billionaires. The only way you can become wealthy from salary is to invest part of that salary into businesses, into assets, into properties. Now, here in Nigeria, the poor people always complain, oh, the country is hard. Oh, it's the government, it's the fault of APC, it's the fault of PDP, it's the fault of politicians that I'm poor. Nobody is responsible for your poverty. You are responsible for your poverty. And do you know why? You are poor because you consume 100% of whatever comes to your hand. If you check it out, poor people are always saying that the money they earn is never enough. But it's never enough for them to eat. It's never enough for them to, spend money on useless things. If you want to know why poor people are responsible for their poverty, just ask them what they spend their money on. The highest consumers of the internet are poor people. The highest consumers of frivolities are poor people. The people who squander money the most are poor people. Before you see a rich man spending money uselessly, it's very, very hard, because those rich people, those wealthy people have understood the principles of accumulating wealth. You don't accumulate wealth by lavishing money or squandering money. You accumulate wealth by investing money. By investing money. That's what I always say, that knowledge is everything. If you don't have the knowledge about money, you can never make money. There's this book I read, because I read books a lot. I read financial books a lot. There's this book I read. It's titled Money. Money is the title of the book. Is the name of the book, Money, by Rob Moore. In that book, the man said that 20% of what is produced, that's 100% of what is produced in the world is done by 20% of the world population, whereby 80% of the world population consume those things are produced by the 20% of people in the world. That means we have 20% of people in the world who are rich, and we have 80% of people in the world who are poor. Now, the difference between these two people is that the 20% are the ones who produce, while the poor people, the 80%, are the ones who consume. You get what I'm saying now? That's what I'm saying, that the reason why 80% of Nigerians are poor is because they consume more than they produce. They consume 100% of whatever comes to them. You don't accumulate wealth by consuming everything that comes to you. If you are earning, see, you can be earning 100,000 naira every month, and in the next 5 years, you'll be a millionaire. I've seen it happen, and it works. What you need to be doing is allocating a percentage of your salary into investment portfolios. Like now, for me, I'm an agricultural guy. I'm a livestock guy. I love livestock, and for me, that is what I've seen that works best for me, because it's always advisable that you put your money into a business or a venture you understand and you're comfortable with. Right now, I'm a student. I also work too, and I'm into livestock farming. Now, every month, I'm not wealthy now, but with the way I'm, handling my finances and investing, in the next 5 years, in the next 5-10 years, there's nothing that is going to stop me from becoming a millionaire, probably a billionaire, because I know where I'm going to, I know where I'm heading to. Now, imagine you're earning 100,000 naira every month, and you'll be like, you see, every month, I'm not going to consume all this my salary, because the more you consume, the poorer you become. The more you consume 100% of whatever comes to you, the poorer you become, because that is when you get into what is called a rat race. The rat race. The rat race is a station whereby money that is paid to you will never be enough. Because as we grow as human beings, our responsibilities grows too. And in most cases, our salary will never grow. So we're always in that rat race, trying to pay rent, trying to pay house, trying to pay for electricity, trying to pay the children's school fees, trying to provide for your parents. We're always in that rat race. Money is never enough, but our responsibilities keep on growing. So we're always working more job, working more hours, stressing ourselves, trying to make more money, yet we don't make more money. Because at the end of the day, working multiple jobs will never make you rich. You can be working multiple jobs and still be poor. Yes. Being wealthy comes from your mentality first. There is no person that I've seen that is wealthy today that became wealthy automatically. No. It was a planned process. Even Dangote started off as a petty trader. With time, his assets and wealth grew. You don't just become wealthy automatically. And it never happens by mistake. Those who are going to be millionaires and billionaires in the next 5 years already know that they will be millionaires in the next 5 years now. They know it. They know it. They know that in the next 5 years I'm going to be a billionaire. I'm going to be a millionaire, because they know what they are doing now is going to determine what they are going to become in the next few years. You are poor because you consume 100% of whatever comes to you. Is a proven fact. You don't accumulate wealth by eating and consuming more than you produce. If you consume everything that comes to you, you are bound to be poor. You are going to be poor. You are going to remain poor. Your generations are even bound to be poor, because in most cases, your children will look up to you. Whatever their parents did is what they will do. I'm not saying that you should not consume. I'm not saying you should not live life. So some people will be like, chop life, enjoy life. What if you don't die early? And what if you are to live up to 8 years? Are you going to be comfortable living as an 80-year-old man or woman who is poor? No. People like Warren Buffett, we are working. Okay, Warren Buffett, they like, that guy is like, Warren Buffett is like the wealthiest investor of all time. He became rich while working a regular job. While working a regular job, he was earning like, I think, $100,000 a year or so. But he was investing consistently 30% of whatever he earned. And investments has a way of accumulating. Before you know it, what you put 30,000 naira into is giving you, like, is worth almost 150,000 naira. It's worth almost 1 million. So investments accumulate over a period of time. Okay, for example, I'm into livestock. Imagine if I want to escape poverty, it's very, very easy for me. I could be working somewhere, I'm earning 100,000 naira every month. That means in 1 year, I'm earning almost 1 million naira or more. But every month, they pay me 100,000 naira. I'm like, okay, I'm for sure that if I keep on consuming this 100,000 naira, I will never become rich in my life. I'll keep on working and working till day I will die, because I keep on eating everything that comes to me. Now, I'm asking myself, with this my 100,000 naira every month, how do I escape poverty? I'll be like, okay, if I keep on investing 30% of whatever I earn every month, at least in the next 5 years, I would have had enough money. Mind you, someone will be like, let me save. Saving in today's world, saving doesn't get you anywhere. Saving your money doesn't get you anywhere. In fact, instead of your money to be growing, inflation will be affecting it. Inflation will be devaluing your money, like making your money much more worthless. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to put your money into a place or into something, business, investment, where your money will keep on growing, where your money will keep on giving you, more returns. Money is like a child. The more you invest that child, the more children it will give you. Now, if you put money somewhere and that money makes you more money, what you now do is to use the more money it has made you to put into more. Before you know it, the more money you put, you keep on putting more money. It will give you more money, you still put it back. Before you know it, you have started accumulating wealth. That's why it's a proven fact that if you start making money, making more money will now become easier, because now you now have that money to put there to make more money, and you keep on making more money and you keep on putting it back and be making more money. Money is a game. I don't know why people are always saying I'm poor. It's a simple thing. To become rich is a simple thing. All you need is a job or a business that will be giving you returns, and then a strategy, investment strategy. It has never been easier to become rich. In fact, it's not even it has never been. It has always been easy to be rich. You know that most rich people will not come on YouTube and tell you this thing. But I'm here spelling it out, because becoming wealthy is very easy if you understand the strategy behind wealth. Because if 20% of the world population is producing what the other 80% is consuming, that's to tell that these 20%, for them to be producing this kind of thing, that means there is more advantage in producing than consuming. So if you keep on consuming everything that comes to you, you are bound to remain poor all your life. What makes people rich is not their salary, it's the investments they made out of their salary. So as I was saying, I'm a livestock guy. Let me just give you a typical example. So every month, they pay me 100,000 naira. Let me just assume I'm working somewhere, and every month they pay me 100,000 naira. Now, if I said that every month I'm going to be investing 30% of my salary, that's 30,000 naira. So, okay, I'll be like, okay, I like goats. Let me get into goats. Okay, a goat in this part of Nigeria, because I'm in the southeast, Abia to be precise. So a goat here costs at least 15,000 naira. 15,000 naira. So every month I'll use my 30,000 naira out of my 100,000 naira to buy 2 goats. That means in a period of 1 year, that's 12 months, I would have bought 24 goats. 24 goats. Okay, let me call it 25 goats. 25 goats. Now, if I keep on doing this thing in the next 5 years, that means within 5 years, I would have bought, if I'm right, I would have bought 100 and something goats. 100 and something goats. With my 100,000 naira, I'm like taking out 1,000 naira every month and I'm buying goats. Now, in the next 5 years, I'm going to have 100 and something goats. Plus, and goats, goats give birth twice every year. Plus the kids of that goat. You get what I'm saying? Plus the kids of that. So, in almost 5 years, I will be almost having 500 plus goats. Now, if you calculate the worth of those 500 plus goats, it's in millions. Now, if you come to me and be like, are you worth millions? I'll tell you, yeah, I'm a millionaire. I made myself a millionaire in the space of 5 years with a salary of 100,000 naira. That's what most people don't understand. People are always like, 100,000 is not enough for me to even feed my family. It will never be enough. Money will never be enough unless you are rich. Money will never be enough unless you are rich. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to always pay yourself before you even start spending. How do you pay yourself? You bring out the money for your investments and put it somewhere first before you start consuming. Even if you consume the 100% of the 100,000 naira, it will not be enough. You still go into debts. You still be waiting for the next salary to come so you consume it. So the best you can do for yourself is to invest. For me, what works for me and what I love doing is investing in livestock. I don't see myself doing any other thing apart from livestock, because that's it for me. Cattle, pigs, and goats. That's it for me. I'm in love with those things. That's it for me. So if you want to get out of poverty, it's very easy. All you need to be doing is investing and not consuming everything that comes to you. Because if you keep on consuming everything that comes to you, you're bound to be poor. Poverty is going to be your best friend. And then why I always tell young people like me, I mean I'm still younger. If I tell people my age, people will be surprised for the amount of things I know and for the things I'm doing for myself. Not many young people like me in Nigeria, or even okay in Nigeria, are thinking the way I think. I've seen the things I'm seeing. That's why I'm always like, start investing at a very young age. Because wealth accumulates. Wealth accumulates. Okay, imagine if I have those 100 goats. They keep on giving birth for me. That's them accumulating. They keep on giving birth. I keep on selling and investing back. Maybe from selling the goats, I'll start buying cattle. From buying cattle, I'll start doing other businesses. Before you know it, you become rich. And once you start making money, that's why they say that the rich keep on getting rich. The rich keep on getting richer. Do you know why? Once you start making money, you have more money to invest. Because once you have started making money, you have surplus of money which you use to invest. You have profit which you use to invest. And they also say that the poor keep getting poorer. That's it. The more you consume, the more debts you go into, and the more you need to consume. That's it. And that's why they keep on getting poorer, because they don't contribute anything to the finances of the country. The world today is all about capitalism. You have to produce something to belong. You have to provide either a service or a product. When people ask me when I see poor people, I'm always like asking them. When I see poor people, in my mind I'm always like, this guy that is complaining, doesn't he understand the secret of wealth? In fact, becoming wealthy itself is not even a secret. It's just, the information are all over there. The information is all over there on the internet, on the books. But that they say that if you want to hide something from a black man, hide it inside a book. Black people don't read. Black men don't read. Black women don't read. That's why the greatest information are hidden inside books. And only those who have been able to read some of these good and awesome financial books are able to discover the secret of wealth. What is not a secret? It's a matter of you getting the right information from the right sources. It's the easiest way for you to become rich is to invest. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire to invest. You can be earning 10,000 naira and say that I'll map out 10,000 naira every month. Once it gets to 15,000 naira, I'll buy a goat and keep. And you take care of those goats very well. You see yourself becoming rich every single year. And it will get to an extent that you're rich. You now be the one, getting money from those goats and investing in other businesses. Before you know it, they'll be like, this boy that was poor last 5 years, he's now wealthy. This guy that was poor last 5 years is now wealthy. You have to. Wealth is all about being conscious. Nobody achieved wealth or became wealthy all of a sudden or by mistake. It's a planned affair. Becoming wealthy is a planned affair, and it has never been. Wealth has always been an easy journey. I won't say that it has never been easier than now, because it has always been easy. Only that few people understood the concept of wealth. Becoming wealthy is easy. All you need to do is portion out a part of your salary for investments. And with time, they keep on accumulating, because you start making more profit. And those profits, you invest it in more places and keep on making more money. That's why they say that once you start making money, to stop making money becomes hard. The only challenge you face when it comes to making money is that beginning time, that beginning stage, because you're going to experience a lot of challenges. But once you take off, it's all about growth. It's growth, continuous growth. You can never come down again. So that was the concept of wealth. I'm making these videos for Nigerian guys, for people abroad, for everywhere. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe. I know that what I made today is very, very different from what I always make, but make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you keep on supporting the channel, and make sure you share the video. Thank you.